case you missed it in the news, just a little over a week ago, J.K. Rowling, turf asshole extraordinaire, published a new book under her pseudonym Robert Galbraith. Robert Galbraith, by the way, seems to be a reference to Robert Galbraith Heath, an American psychiatrist who did a lot of experiments with gay conversion therapy. Seems an odd choice for a pseudonym, and I just thought that was important to mention for reasons. Anyway, her new book has a plotline that involves a character who is called out for being racist, ableist, and, go figure, transphobic. As a result, her fandom ends up completely and utterly turning on her, and she subsequently ends up murdered. Now, obviously, aside from that very last part there, does this seem at all familiar to you? It really does seem to reflect exactly what J.K. Rowling went through, with her fandom turning on her because she's a transphobic asshole and she completely refuses to admit any fault. Like, it's amazing how similar these two are. But, don't worry everyone, J.K. Rowling insists that this section of the book was written before all of this stuff happened to her. Never mind the fact that her previous book, which, by the way, includes a male villain who dresses up like women to kill people, which, while certainly having been done before, is now widely considered to be transphobic, so I guess par for the course for J.K. Rowling at this point, was released back in September of 2020, a few months after she started spewing transphobic bullshit. But I do acknowledge that it does take a while to write a book. And it is certainly possible that she did start work on this book before her previous one was published. So it may be sheer coincidence that this character from J.K. Rowling's book, who is written to be a completely innocent victim who did nothing whatsoever wrong, just so happens to mirror the exact same thing that J.K. Rowling went through. And, you know, maybe pigs will start flying tomorrow. Now look, I'm not going to just come right out and say that J.K. Rowling is lying through her ass, but I am going to heavily imply it. It's honestly amazing to me how desperate J.K. Rowling is to stay relevant while completely and utterly refusing to admit that she has done anything wrong. This woman is trash. So, with all of that being said, I will see all of you tomorrow for a much less angry video.